Hi there. If you are here, it's because YouTube says you're really going to like this content. Please watch all the way to the end. I really need your input. Now, I my videos, if you've ever watched any of my videos or you're new to the channel, my videos are all about humans, us, how we interact with ourselves and the world outside. So my videos might be true crime content or social commentary or earring it into the um, political realm. It's not about those subjects, it's about the people involved in those stories. Because I think we need to understand those people to be able to understand ourselves and make sense of what is an incomprehensible situation for us. um, and that's really where I'm going with this video. When we see a natural disaster or a war or whatever, we get into a compassion denial cycle. There's more to it, but this is breaking it down to the very basics. We instantly feel compassion and empathy. We instantly are disgusted by an invasion or horrified by the fact that we could just be going about our business and an earthquake can happen or a tornado or whatever else. And it's incomprehensible to those of us who don't live in those environments. I'm in the UK. We don't really get earthquakes. If we do, they're offshore and very few people feel them. We get tornadoes, but they're really wee and they generally just knock over a couple of bins. So imagining those things on a greater scale where buildings fall down and people lose everything it just blows my tiny mind, because I cannot connect with that on a real level. I don't know what it's like. And I see those images, and I know you do too, where we have compassion and we hear these heartbreaking stories of people going back and finding loved ones who didn't make it, or finding their house completely torn down and not knowing where to go with that. Where do you start in rebuilding? Um, the mayor of Rolling Fork, Mississippi, very much in shock, very calmly explained that 98% of his town is gone. Now, he's able to focus on the work, getting federal aid or state aid into the situation as quickly as possible. But that's short term work to start off with. That's food, that's water, that's shelter. Outside of that, within a few days, these people are going to need something that's a little bit more permanent, like generators and the equipment to rebuild. Most of these people will have lost their jobs. Most of these people may have lost their cars that they're still paying finance on, or they need to replace belongings, the essentials, but they also need to pay standard bills: water, electric, power company, insurance. If they have insurance, they maybe need medical treatment. They have these day-to-day expenses that we all have that they now need to do something with. And we know, kind of, for instance, in America, that there is very little sympathy from companies in these situations. People get absolutely screwed over by insurance companies or whatever else. This act of God clause, or don't build a house in Tornado Alley, or whatever else. There's a lot of victim blaming. So what I want to do is change that cycle, that compassion denial cycle, into compassion action. We have compassion. We cannot fathom what it is like, but we are going to do something about it. We as a community are going to reach out and let them know that they are seen and that we want to help. So I've reached out to some other small YouTubers. None of us have huge followings. We have a beautiful, devoted community who are here for a reason, but we're tiny. We still want to do something about it. So I am hoping that we can organize some kind of event that we can use to direct people to the right places. I don't want the money to go through any of us. I want it to go directly to the people who need it. There is no point in sending PayPal donations to us and us, that money being whittled down by fees. So what I'm aiming to do is set this up so that we are asking people to donate to the right place, whether that's goods, services, time, volunteer work, or cash money that is going to get to the right people to help them get back on their feet. Not just looking at doing this for America. At the moment, my focus is on Rolling Fork, Mississippi, and those towns that have been leveled, absolutely leveled, to help pay those bills and funeral costs. These are people that have lost loved ones that should never have been taken so soon. But moving forward, it's about other natural disasters and raising money for whatever country needs it, whatever town needs it, whatever person needs it, and getting the word out there that people see this. And we're not just sending thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers are fine. I'm not taking prayers away from anyone, but prayers on action, prayers on aid, prayers aren't tangible to the people that are going through this. In the first couple of days, prayers are wonderful. People hear that there are those that care. But after that, what we're looking at is people that need help. This is a long-term thing. Rebuilding after the earthquake in Syria is going to take years. Rebuilding in Ukraine is going to take years, if not decades, because of the devastation. Rebuilding in Rolling Fork and all of those other towns is going to take a huge amount of money and time to get that town back up and running, to build houses, and get people back up on their feet. This is a long-term goal. So what gets you watching this kind of content, the charity content, the aid content? What do you want to see us do? What kind of entertainment is going to get you watching? Because I'm not asking everyone to donate money. If you're like me, you haven't got two pennies to rub together, but it's about views and sharing and getting the word out there. Because if you share it and 10 people start watching our stream, that is 10 more people. Of that, maybe one person can donate. Every penny counts. We're not expecting to raise thousands of dollars. We don't have some kind of lofty goal. If we just raise $5 extra, that's $5 towards a generator or a sleeping bag or medical supplies, a wash kit for these people who are going to need it. So, what content do you want to see us provide? Do you want silly games? Do you want to laugh? Do you want us to make things and then auction those off? I'm quite happy to sit there for however long, as long as I can get up and move every now and again. But, I'm happy to craft something and then auction that off. If you want me to sit in a bathtub full of beans, if that's going to drive people to join in and get the word out there, then I'll do it. I will tell you, I have an absolute irrational fear of beans. But it is my temporary discomfort is nothing compared to what these people are going through. So tell me, what gets you watching those streams? What will make you comment and view live or view afterwards and share it? Because that's the important bit. You just watching makes a big difference, because that says to YouTube this is popular, and it suggests it to other people. It gets the word out there. So you don't have to do anything. You can just stick us on a screen and pay attention or listen in. So what will get you doing that? What can we do to get you involved, to help people reach out and hug people and turn compassion into action rather than compassion to denial? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching to the end. Leave me those comments. And if you know of any charities that do really good work on the ground that isn't going to take a huge chunk and give it to shareholders and all of those other things, let me know. If you are in Mississippi or Alabama, if you're in Turkey or Syria, if you are in Ukraine and you are watching this, please reach out. Let me know what you need. Let us know what your situation is and what you need, because that is the most important thing. Thank you for being here, and I will see you soon.